I would argue that it's not that we're too busy. Everybody in this room sometime in the last couple weeks has been asked, how are you doing? And the answer is, I'm really busy. But I would argue that it's not too busy. It's that we're too busy doing the things that don't matter. Every productivity book you'll read will say, eat the frog first. Don't eat the frog first. That's nonsense. Have you ever not had time to do payroll? Have you ever not had time to send out the contracts? Have you ever not had time to do the crap that you really don't want to do, but you have to do to keep the business going? Of course you do it, because you spend all of your time in this box where things are urgent, but are they important to growing your businesses? I would argue that you're probably spending too much time here. In fact, I spent time here. Now, I've never been in the wedding planning business, but I ran a company. I had a lot of people. I was growing my business. I was growing my family. I was growing my community. And I sat down and I asked a woman for some advice. And this woman had just sold a business for $1 bajillion. She was an old Brooklyn Jew, and she's like, listen, Laura, I come from a long line of old Brooklyn Jews. My mother, again, sitting in the back of the room, the OG, she was like, listen, what's the problem? You got healthy kids, you got a burgeoning business, you got a good marriage, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know, I yell at my kids too much. She's like, well, tell me about your day. So I was like, okay, well, the nanny comes in the morning, because I never take my kids to school, because that is crap parenting time. They're cranky and they are miserable, and just I'd rather work harder so I can pay her so I don't have to actually deal with them in this moment. So I'm like, I do that, and then I work, and then I pick them up from school 2 days a week, always. 3 if I can, 4 if I'm lucky, but never 5, because a cameo appearance is always more appreciated than a starring role. And then I take them to the park. But I have my phone with me, so I'm at the park with my kids, but I'm actually still in the office. And she goes, well, when do they watch TV? And I was like, no, TV's terrible. It rots your brain. I later find out that her daughter's like the head of television programming for Sesame Street. She's like, listen, you're just not that important. I was like, what do you mean I'm not that important? Growing my business, growing my community, growing my family. She's like, if you are running a business where if you step away for an hour, things fall apart, then you're either a micromanager, which is bad, or none of the people on your team give a crap about anything you do, or your clients, which might be worse.